Thank you for your wonderful leadership, Congressman Maloney. Ambassador, religious leaders, and my colleagues in government, we welcome you to our capital for this important remembrance. I have the wonderful honor of representing many important Armenian churches in my district, and they have told me that the oldest church, not in America, but in the world, the oldest Christian church was Armenian. What a wonderful legacy. You must be so very proud. And I have the honor of representing, thank you. And I have the honor of representing a very vibrant and active Armenian community that has brought the stories alive, the stories from their own lives, the losses of their parents, the suffering of their relatives. And every year I join them, as we will this Sunday, for a special remembrance in New York City. And they tell me about the 200 or more religious leaders, political leaders that were murdered in the 1.5 million additional Armenians who were murdered in the genocide. One of the first bills I co-authored was the remembrance of the Armenian Genocide. It is time for the United States to recognize this historical fact. And join the parliaments of Canada, France, and Switzerland that have passed similar resolutions that recognize the Armenian Genocide. And we have to be very, very attuned to any effort to try to erase what happened in the past. Last year there was going to be a show on PBS in which there were going to be 3 scholars who did not believe in the Armenian Genocide. Along with Congressman Weiner, we wrote letters and protested until they removed that show from Channel 13. I serve on the Financial Services Committee, and every year we grant money for what's called the XM program. And there was a program that they were sponsoring that was building a railroad around Armenia. There's a perfect railroad going through it. So we authored an amendment that denied any funding from the American government or from the XM Bank that funded any economic project that in any way hindered the economic development and recognition of Armenia. And I join my colleagues in saying that those who forget will face the same horrors in the future. We must pass the resolution. We must make sure that this country and the world remembers the Armenian Genocide so that it never happens again to any person, to any culture, to any nation. And I am determined with my colleagues to continue working to pass this important legislation. Thank you for inviting me today.